simple test that you can try out. A little fin physics. Got a piece of paper in your office? Grab it. Just white piece of paper, anything will work. And take a look. Here we have a nice big white sheet. Now I'm going to fold it. Okay? Now we're looking at it. Does it still have the same surface area? Yes. White piece of paper here. Now, this is how most fins are. They're flat. It's a good example of a flat fin. It's called a jet fin. And if we take the paper and we put a curve into it, we have a very good example of a force fin, which is not flat. Now, when we take a flat piece of paper and we move it, it's very flexible. You can see how it flexes around. I pick my hands here and you can see it just kind of flaps around. The second I put a curved shape into it, things completely change. For one, it's much easier for this to travel up through the water than it is if it's flat. If a fin is flat, like this piece of paper, in order to go up, it really wants to twist. So with a fin like this, which is flat, when you raise it up and come up through the water, or you kick down, it really wants to just turn like this, because it's the easiest way for it to go through the water, like this. So as this fin is basically hanging off the end of your foot, which really doesn't make much sense at all, but it's on the end of your foot, all this weight. As your foot kicks down on the end of your foot, this thing starts to turn. I actually logged about 4,000 dives in these jet fins that I got back in the early 60s. And this fin is probably still one of the most popular fins in the marketplace. Now, these vents in here help eliminate, to some degree, the twisting. Because if I take this piece of paper here and I take some scissors, you use some scissors in your office, and I cut out a hole in it, okay, easy, similar to a vent. When this comes down through the water, it's going to be a lot easier for it to go up and down, because the water is going to travel from side to side and it will eliminate that splitting. Also, to a new way that some flat fins are made nowadays is they made it easier than the vent. They just basically put a split up the center. But it's still a flat fin. And basically, it just opens up like this, like two barn doors, and all the water just basically goes right up that direction. Very little is actually going behind you. So they just flap open and flap down and flap open, but it's basically a flat fin. Now, when you take this piece of paper in your office, I want you to notice something that's kind of interesting. When you put a curved shape into the fin, fairly similar to this fin here, put a curved shape into it, what you get is very interesting, is you actually get some snap to it. Okay, so now it's much easier for this to go up through the water than a flat fin. And when you come kicking down, basically it flattens out and then snaps back to its original molded shape. So even with a piece of paper, which doesn't have a lot of spring to it, you can see that with this flapping, which is what you're swimming with right now if you're not swimming with my fins, you'll have this power and recovery. Now with the force fin, it's curved, so it allows it to come up very easy, and then you have the snappiness, the loaded up of the material.